Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Capricorn. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. Now I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, so please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best resonates with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates or parts of the message resonate, then that's great. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So please take what you feel fit and leave the rest, guys. So we're using 3 different decks of cards today. We've got the Soul Journey Oracle cards to start off the reading, and then we're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot, and then close off the reading with the Hidden Truth Oracle messages. So let's get into the reading. Angels of Love and Light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? What do they need to know in relation to love for this week, please, and thank you. Just cutting up the deck for you and then we'll get into the reading. Okay, so what can we get here, please, for Capricorn? What wants to be said, please, and thank you. Thank you. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Bottom of the deck, we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in my physical or in this physical reality. Beautiful, guys. Wow. And then we have doubt. I release the need to know all of the answers. I feel like the sense of doubt and anxiety, insecurities, fears, etc. About certain situations are kind of being let go of as of right now. They're being released. They're being worked through. Or they're being worked through, and there's a sense of acceptance of oneself in where kind of you are currently at in a situation, or your person is, and because there's the sense of acceptance and surrendering and letting go of what's not serving us anymore, there's the opportunity for new energy to come in and a sense of abundance. And I feel like that could be in relation to relationships, as in connections with a love interest of sorts. It could be friendships, it could be to do with connections in relation to work, etc. And I feel like this is all down to having a sense of empathy for oneself and being kind to oneself, being considerate, being patient as well. And I feel like with all of this happening, there is a beautiful influx of new coming into your life or your love interest's life, or for both of you for that matter. I feel like your love interest feels like you bring them so much joy in their life. They really do admire the friendship that you have. They want to build on the relationship between the two of you, and they're hoping that whatever difficulties or trials or tribulations or challenges or whatever history that there may have been between the two of you in the past can be kind of, worked through. You can sit together, have heart-to-heart conversation, look at each other in the eye, as it were, and kind of just go, look, I apologise for how certain things may have come to play, and maybe you be saying the same thing, or however this resonates. Because there's a massive difference between being sorry or saying sorry and an apology. When someone sells the word sorry, they try to sell it to you, most likely, that it's, they're sorry that they got caught, or they're not really sorry, but they're just saying it because they want to cover their back, or they know it's the right thing to do, or that's what they should be doing, but they don't genuinely believe it deep down that they should be, saying sorry. There's something that's still kind of, in them, like they are doubting that they should be saying of this kind of sorry, as it were. And I feel like that could have been an issue in the past between you and your person. There could have been the recognition of yes, okay, there was a sorry being said to one of you or between the two of you, but was it really an apology? Was it really in the sense of healing anything that may have happened in the past? Or was there still a feeling of sense of there was unfinished business where things weren't necessarily quite right? So you may have had this kind of particular connection with this person, and it may have looked like that everything could have been relatively healthy and worked out and, you know, let bygones be bygones type of thing, but there was still something that was going on a little bit deeper underneath that still was potentially bothering yourself or your love interest, and maybe this hadn't been addressed, like it's been unresolved. But I feel like you and your person may have had some sort of time away from each other to kind of contemplate on how things may have looked like they were fixed, like putting a band-aid on a scar type of thing, and, you know, expecting just the one kind of band-aid or the plaster kind of to fix it and heal the scar. You know, it's not going to happen. It may kind of temporarily kind of close up the scar and, you know, make sure that it's not going to be infected any further, but it doesn't necessarily help so much to actually heal it. You need to have, you know, air available to actually heal the wound, to heal the scar. So something needing to be aired out between the two of you, and this airing out, as it were, putting the cards out on the table with, in relation to the friendship, the relationship, the situationship, the partnership, whatever it is that you feel like you have with this person, it's going to be aired out, and you'll eventually be able to join the dots together, I'm getting, and, you know, really talk it out between the two of you, which I feel like is really positive, and actually come up with a solution to whatever problems and issues there may have been, rather than, you know, just trying to kind of jump straight to the end. Like, you're actually working through things together. And that's why I feel like this person may have been a bit unsure that you were going to open yourself up to them and to hear whatever it is that they've got to say. Potentially you were a little bit unsure about what it is that they're going to be saying to you. I mean, you may have had a particular kind of storyline in your head about a certain thing and how things were kind of playing out in the past. They may have their perception, you have your perception. But the thing is, at the end of the day, like, it's important to show that there is a strong sense of consideration between the two of you, that if you do have the strong sense of mutual respect and love and care for each other, regardless of what type of relationship, connection or situation it is between the two of you, it's just a true sense of common courtesy to actually take time with one another to talk things out. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, so if you're wanting a solid friendship or relationship or a connection with this person as much as they want this with you, then it takes time to build on a solid foundation. Otherwise, you know, it's all going to come crumbling down, and then you're kind of left to kind of pick up the pieces at the end, and, you know, that's not really kind of fulfilling for anyone, really, and it's very difficult and, you know, disheartening when you potentially lose a friendship or a relationship or a connection with someone, especially where you feel like there could have been potentially a lot there between the two of you, but also it's not necessarily the sense of, oh, the potential for this and the potential for that. It's actually being realistic as well, like, you know, about what you can or cannot achieve in relation to the connection. I mean, everyone's different here, guys. So this is really fascinating. I'm going to start pulling from the Modern Witch Tarot and see what additional cards we can get for you in relation to this reading. I feel like this person absolutely wants to embrace this connection with you, but it may have not necessarily worked out in the past. I feel with that Three of Pentacles in reverse showing up with Judgment, there's a reason that you're in each other's lives here, and it's fascinating because we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So you've definitely been guided to this person, or they've been guided to you, but they're needing to come clean with a connection or a situation from the past as to why there wasn't the solid foundation, why there wasn't the work put in, why there wasn't the sense of, you know, proving of wanting to put in the action to do with the connection. Why was it, in a sense, not moving forward or getting the growth before? Why was the reckless behaviour or the immaturity or the childishness or what have you? What else? You could be dealing with an Aries or a Sagittarius, potentially a fellow Earth sign, or you have these placements strongly in your chart. Yeah, you may have felt like you missed out on an opportunity with this person to build on a solid foundation. You know, but these things do, you know, do take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But look at that, Wheel of Fortune just come out. And you know how I was saying just now about this person being in your life for a reason? Well, there it is with the sense of the Wheel of Fortune. You know, there's a sense of karma between the two of you. And not necessarily to say that this is a karmic partner or a karmic ex or etc. or you have a karmic contract with this person. It's just necessarily to say that, you know, you were brought into this person's life to teach them something as much as they were brought into your life to teach you of something. And it's having that recognition of, whilst you've been most likely away in separation from each other, then coming back around to kind of, you know, write down notes, as it were, bring them to the table, and then talk about what it was that you learned as you kind of were away from one another. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Leo, a Taurus or a Scorpio. You have this strongly in your chart, or maybe your person does. And we have the Empress here, Taurus, Libra energy. I feel like this person needed to recognize, you know, the connection, the depth of the connection between you, and that most likely you could be a divine feminine or a divine masculine here. If you do resonate with the twin flame journey, and if that's not necessarily the case, then you could be dealing with a very high level soulmate here. You had to be away from each other so that you would recognize the depth and the worth of the connection, but also for them to kind of recognize the depth that you carry within yourself, and the self-respect and the self-love that you carry for yourself as well. And that you weren't just going to kind of tolerate whatever ish that there may have been in the past. I feel like you've had to really take a seat back and work on you and your own sense of healing. And with you doing of this, I feel like it's been very abundant for you, or it will be very soon here with that Empress energy. You've had to put a lot of insecurities or doubts or what have you about whatever there may have been in the past and let go of them. I'm even getting that if you've had any difficulties with to do with your career, or to do with your finances, or to do with your work, or to do with whatever you feel is your kind of purpose or your calling in relation to your work or your life, I feel like you needed to be detached from this person before, so you had that quiet time to kind of work on you, to figure that out for yourself. And I feel like it's actually worked very well for you in your favour, and things are turning around very nicely in your life, but I feel also in your love interest life as well, as they're starting to recognise who you are to them, and that they didn't give equally to you in the past, and potentially they may have been in a commitment elsewhere, and I feel like they've been judged on this in some sort of way here with that Judgment card. Got more Taurus Taurus energy. I was wanting to say Leo then and Libra, but we haven't got the Justice card, but we may see it later on. And Sagittarius energy. See, my throat just wanting to close up then. I feel like this person may be a little bit intimidated about the idea of coming forward towards you and talking to you. I feel like they want this sense of serendipity between the two of you, that you just kind of bump into each other. It's interesting to me because I looked at my timer here, and I've got it set a little bit sooner than I start my phone camera. And it said 13:33, so you could be seeing those numbers, or your person is, and we just saw the Empress energy, which is also a 3, so you could be seeing lots of 3s, guys. I feel like there's a lot of assistance in this connection, with you both kind of coming together at some point. I feel like there's going to be a lot of good karma. I'm getting good juju for some reason. You may say that, good juju. Yeah. This person definitely sees you as the kind of future mother or father of their children, if you're able to have children, or you're kind of at that age of wanting children, or you may have children already and then having the blending of families if they have children as well. I'm also getting as well that, you know, if you're not able to have children, or, you know, you're not wanting of children, like any of your own, then there's the potential for fostering or for adopting. And I just looked up the clock again and saw 1444, so 444 as well, so you could be seeing those numbers too, guys. I mean, my throat just keeps on wanting to dry up here. So I feel like there are some messages that are not wanting to come out, but I'm going to get them out anyway, guys. Look at that with the devil. This is your card, Capricorn. Bear with me as I just get a quick drink. So I feel like there's something going on here where someone either doesn't want you to receive a message about a fellow sign, or potentially there is a Capricorn who doesn't want someone else to know of something or to do with another sign, to make sure that they don't get some sort of news to do with a situation, that there's a toxic cycle potentially closing out elsewhere and a new beginning is coming in for someone, and that there will be victory and success in relation to that. And someone who they didn't see eye to eye with, they're separating from and then going towards a love here after feeling stuck, because a Tower moment has come into play, where someone may have confused lust with love, and now therefore they're letting go of a certain situation, place or thing, and they're moving on out of it to go and get their own wish fulfillment. So I feel like that's an additional message here, guys, which is really interesting. What else can we get here for Capricorn, please? Thank you. And this is also like with the abundance and the Wheel of Fortune. This is really beautiful. I'm getting that song, Anything Can Happen, by Ellie Goulding. I don't know what the song is actually called, but that's the song that's coming through. Anything can happen, anything can happen. Yeah, anything can happen with the Judgement. Really beautiful. I feel like if you've been wondering about whether you and this person are going to reconcile, if you're going to reunite with each other, are you going to heal things together, you're going to have that second chance, is there going to be the sense of forgiveness and acceptance for what happened and moving on forward beautifully? There will be. I feel like this person's keeping tabs on you here with the Page of Swords, or they're potentially dealing with a karmic contract of sorts. I looked up the clock again and I saw 1711 and now 1717. So you could be seeing those numbers, or 711 or 717. Yeah, definitely an ending of a painful cycle here with the Ten of Swords. The truth is coming out and balance is coming in with temperance. I mean, guys, how beautiful. Yeah, there's definitely protection all over this with the temperance. Spiritual guides, ancestors, angelic protection. I'm even getting archangels with that Ace of Swords, with temperance, the Ten of Swords. 1010, you could be seeing those numbers. Huge synchronicities coming into play here, guys. And also I'm getting 111, because we have 10, which is a 1, really, if you take away the 0. Another 10, take away the 0. 1, 1, and then Ace is a 1. So you could be seeing those numbers. Wow. This is really huge, guys. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. So there's the truth that has come out, potentially, to do with the Queen of Pentacles, to do with a karmic partner or a karmic ex. There's someone that your love interest may have been married to, or in a long-term commitment, or a kind of agreement. I'm getting agreement or arrangement with. And the truth has come out to do with this connection or situation, and now balance and harmony is coming into play. And there's been a strong sense of betrayal, and that's coming to light as well. Yeah, someone has had to lose out a lot of money. And they stayed in something to do with this connection because of duty and obligation. But they're now ready to leave it. And I feel like there is a certain someone who's not willing to accept that a connection is over. That they're not willing to accept that they need to kind of let go of the connection as well. I feel like firm boundaries are needing to be put in place here with the Queen of Swords, and go through this breakup, the separation, or the divorce. I feel like there has been a lot of animosity here. I want to say animosity. There could have been huge fights and rows and rude words said about a situation. I feel like someone may have lied. They may have been unfaithful. And I'm getting the sense that whatever has been hidden in the dark is going to be coming to the light. There's going to be the truth revealed about a situation. Look, as I was saying, this karmic partner, the karmic ex, whoever, is trying to do whatever they can to hold on to the relationship, to hold on to what's theirs in relation to the stability, to the finances, to, you know, whatever they've got left. Maybe they feel like they're not going to have very much left, especially if they go through the breakup, the separation, or the divorce, and get out of most likely a codependent relationship and become their own person. Look, they're holding on to, look, the money, the King of Pentacles. You know, we just saw the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and now we've got the King of Pentacles upright. So regardless of gender or sex here, there is a couple, most likely of a very strong karmic nature, with a karmic partner, a karmic ex, baby mama, or a baby daddy, whoever, whatever. They were together because it looked good on paper and they had children together, most likely. And they may have thought that they were meant to go together, but one had a hidden agenda and the other one didn't. And because whoever was the one that had the hidden agenda, they've been found out, they've been caught, they've been humiliated in some sort of way. Something has come to light, there's the clarity and the truth coming out with this breakthrough, and it's going to allow, most likely, your love interest, or however this resonates, to let go of whatever difficulties and pain and upset there was in the past, after feeling that they had to hold on to something because they felt like they had to, but now they're changing some sort of beliefs about their selves and their situation and their life, and they're now allowing themselves to kind of let go of it. And if they feel like they're having to start all over again, or they felt like they've lost a lot before, wow, I can get my words out, I lost a lot before, they were holding on to this because they were scared of letting go of the sense of this toxicity or difficulty or unhealthy connection in the past, because they were comfortable in a sense of security, but they're realizing that it's not healthy for them, it's not good for them. So they are actually ready to embark on a brand new beginning in their life and, you know, find that sense of stability within themselves. The Sun in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. This person may have looked like they had everything financially sound, did very well for themselves. They could have potentially been rich, or if not rich, or wealthy. This person just may have had like it all together in a sense, like they could be doing very well for their job, or they were, and they may have lost out on a job and they've had to start over again, or they overworked, they got made redundant or something, or they were dealing with someone who wasn't willing to work, and so therefore they had to bring in extra money. And I feel like this person didn't necessarily mind doing that and being the provider, being the breadwinner, because they thought that it would help with the kind of, you know, the easiness at home I'm getting, for it to feel more comfortable at home. But I feel like enough was never enough for someone, potentially this karmic partner, the karmic ex. It's like it didn't seem to matter whatever your person did, like they tried to make this other person happy, but they weren't happy. And I feel like the karmic partner, the karmic ex, was very determined in a sense to keep whatever they had with this person, even if they weren't fulfilled, or they didn't feel the love with this person, or if they didn't feel that there was anything more that they could have together. I feel like your love interest is wanting to, you know, move on forward in relation to love, and they want to start off on a new solid footing. I feel like this person potentially misses you, and they want to show you their loyalty to you. This person has really felt the absence of you not being in their life, and I feel like your person is wanting to set the record straight with you and tell you what's what. I feel like this person feels a lot for you. I feel like you would have a lot of fun together. Like, I'm just getting the sense that this person may not necessarily be the most romantic person, but you would have a great time with them, lots of kind of fun conversation. You know, you may have a nice meal out together, nice bottle of wine or something. They have really good taste in relation to food and drink, etc. This person is a hard worker. They're a hard worker, and I feel like they may have been taken advantage elsewhere by someone else. And I feel like now they've recognised the truth that they've probably been taken advantage of by someone or something, for their good nature in the past. I feel like things are turning around and they're actually getting the sense of the justice that they deserve. Yeah, after a difficult third party situation here with the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there has been a lot of gossip going around about your love interest, or about yourself even, about what is happening or what isn't happening, and I just felt the need to kind of pull from the middle of the deck here. Yeah, your person has felt stuck, like they've not been able to move on from this, but something is being revealed here with the moon in reverse, Pisces energy, and it's allowing them to gain that sense of independence in their life and move on out of something with that Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, definitely. Because they felt bored there. They felt bored. And they feel like they've missed out on an opportunity for love, and that's when they're going to contact you if they haven't already. Yeah, they're going to come clean and confess to you about what's been going on. They may even say to you that they found out this karmic partner, the karmic ex, got caught out in something, and so therefore it's kind of good news for them because it's allowing them a get out clause, basically, to get out of a situation that's no longer serving them, after someone was most likely holding on to them for dear life here. But your love interest really does feel like they could have a family with you. I'm getting a family. You know, as I said earlier about children, then potentially, if not children, then I'm getting pets as well. But this person has received most likely some sort of download or guidance in relation to you, and that you may have been very hurt about what happened in the past to do with your friendship, because you may have had something that you thought was really solid in the past, and then certain things played out in a way that was relatively upsetting, and you know, you may have not necessarily seen eye to eye with this person, but I feel like it was all meant to be in a particular way, but you just didn't necessarily see it at the time, but you felt that you were meant to have more with this person, and that eventually you would get this strong sense of stability with them if you were meant to come together in some sort of union or reunion or reconciliation. But this person may have had to make a choice, and they didn't necessarily make a choice in the past, but they've been forced to make a choice, to make a judgment call. And I feel like before, when they did make a judgment call, they most likely regretted it because they feel like they made the wrong decision, okay? They made the wrong decision. But this person wants to apologise to you. Look at that with the Page of Cups. They want to apologise that they didn't necessarily open up to you or kind of fess up with what was happening. Yeah, about why they didn't put in growth in the connection. They may say to you that they were suffocating in some sort of other environment, and they've been wanting to turn a corner and get out of that for a while and come forward towards you because they're very attracted to you, and they're getting ready to step up and boss up basically into Emperor energy with the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with an Aries, maybe even a Gemini, a Virgo, or a Scorpio with the Magician in reverse. Yeah, this person painted the picture of the illusion that, you know, everything was right in their life. And it wasn't. And they've had to admit it to themselves. And I feel like this may have been relatively difficult. Or they were dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex who may have sold them some sort of dream and said that certain things were going to be a particular way, and then they never were, and they never followed through with anything. They just kind of lied and were selfish. But anyway, let's look into the Hidden Truth Oracle messages and see what we can get there for you guys. Sorry, I just had to check my phone camera, guys. Sorry about that. So these truths are what you would like to confess to your person, or what your love interest would like to confess to you, as we do have cross watchers here, guys. These could be if you've had no contact, little contact, or if you are in communication, then it could be a little bit sporadic. Everything you need to know about myself and the channel is in the description box below. If you did fancy supporting myself and the channel, there is a donation link now available, so thank you so much to those of you who've already donated, and thank you to those who are thinking of donating. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you do not financially donate, that's absolutely fine. A great way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment, and I'll eventually get back to you on those comments, guys. So thank you all so much. But definitely, if you are enjoying the video, please hit the thumbs up, as it makes a massive difference with the channel. And it really does help get the messages out there to people who may need to see them at this time. So thank you. I do appreciate you guys. I'm also getting that this person is going to be testing the waters with you. If they haven't reached out and communicated already, they will do relatively soon. I feel like they're being guided to do this. They've been up in their head about the connection. Maybe you have as well, many sleepless nights, feeling relatively stressed about whether something is going to come to play or not. I mean, come to pass, or if you're going to come out to play, I'm getting, for some reason. So maybe you bring this sense of childishness out, this person, you know, embracing that inner child. You may have a lot of fun with this person. That's all I keep on getting anyway. What else here for Capricorn? Okay, I'm getting that song, Build Me Up Buttercup, for some reason. You may have heard that song recently. It's quite an old song, but it's a good song. You and I were too young, wow. Yeah, so maybe you've known each other for quite a long time, and maybe the timing just wasn't right before. I hide behind material things, yeah. Well, with that King of Pentacles, the abundance, I mean, and with whatever had happened, there was a strong sense of materialism here. But yeah, this person may have just not necessarily been emotionally mature enough to have dealt with the connection or the depth of the connection between you and them. Or maybe most likely you both had strong kind of life lessons that were needing to be learnt before you were able to come together in this reconciliation or union or reunion at a later date. I feel like you most likely have a very strong past life with one another, strong soulmate. Just hearing dogs barking, so there's a strong sense of loyalty between the two of you. I feel like this person is wanting to be a solid friend to you as well. Not necessarily just a friend. I feel like they want a long-term commitment with you. This person does eventually see you and them kind of potentially tying the knot, having it all together. But it's not going to be overnight that you end up achieving all of this or you end up getting all of this. I feel like it's going to take time. Slow and steady wins the race. But yeah, this person feels a lot for you. They know who you are to them, I'm getting. So many things remind me of you. Yeah, so this person may get signs in relation to you. Little things that they kind of notice, just go, oh, you know, so-and-so. And you end up being kind of in their mind. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Well, I was saying that earlier about the sense of insomnia. This person tries to get to sleep and maybe they can't because they're thinking about the connection with you, or maybe you're thinking about them, or you both are thinking of each other. I feel like I'm getting tough nut to crack. So maybe this person feels that you're a tough nut to crack, or maybe that's your perception of this person. But I feel like one of you is going to break relatively soon, and there's going to be the conversation coming in. I lost myself for a little while. Well, I feel that this person did lose themselves, or maybe you felt like you lost yourself in relation to the connection or with whatever had been going on in your lives before. I'm becoming a better person. Wow, I look for you everywhere. This person does look, and I'm getting see you everywhere. I replay our conversations over and over again. Bottom of the deck we have, well, if I can get my words out, guys, I am not available. So maybe this person's not necessarily emotionally available, but they are getting more available because they are transitioning and closing out of old cycle of their life, and they're having a new beginning, or getting to have a new beginning, which is going to be very, very beautiful, very prosperous, very abundant. the wheel is definitely turning around in your favour or your love interest's favour. There's a strong sense of protection here in regards to this connection. What you don't see is that this person is looking at their phone. You know, I replay our conversations over and over again, and then we have the person with the phone. So if you have been in silence, or you have not spoken, or you've been kind of knowing or seeing of each other online, or whatever is coming up, there could have been this, you know, the recognition of it, but no necessarily any follow through. And I feel like this person wants to genuinely follow through with their plans now. I'm getting flu. This person may have been ill. They may have had the flu. This person could actually be really quite a healthy person. You know, they take care of themselves, they look after themselves, they come across as very confident, but they may not necessarily be. They could have had some sort of health issues, but they look on the outside like everything seems to be alright, but potentially they could have the flu, or they may be experiencing some sort of cold symptoms right now, or maybe you are. I'm getting that. Okay. But I feel potentially if this love interest was in a connection with a karmic partner or the karmic ex, which I feel like they most likely were, they lost themselves for a little while by being in this situation, because they may have had love for this person, or they've had, you know, care and etc. for this person, and they've, you know, been kind of tied in together for a little while. They may have felt like they lost themselves in the relationship, in the connection, because there was the strong sense of codependency, so they kind of weren't really kind of working on their own goals, their own dreams. They may have been more focused on the other person and what they were doing, or their children, or what have you, but I feel like they're realigning their priorities and becoming more in tune about what it is that they're wanting for their future, and I feel like this person wants you in their future as well. Okay, so yeah, those are the messages that are coming through. I'm not getting any more in relation to that. So that's going to be the end of the reading. I hope you have enjoyed this reading as much as I've enjoyed reading for you today. If you did enjoy this reading, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments eventually, guys. I hope there were some messages that resonated, a few messages, if not the whole reading. But I hope you have a good week. Please take care of yourselves, and we'll speak to you very soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Take care, and bye for now.